Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're digging into a report that might sound a bit dry but could hold some electrifying news about energy. We're looking at a report from Talen Energy Corporation, and they've just announced some results from a crucial energy auction. Now, an auction for energy might sound complicated, but think of it like this. Companies that generate electricity need to make sure they have enough power available for the future, and this auction helps them lock in prices. Talen is telling us how they performed in this auction for the 2027 to 2028 planning year. This is important because it gives us a peek into how they expect to make money from selling electricity in the coming years. This report is dated the 17th of December, 2025, giving us the latest from Talen Energy. This specific document is what is called a Form 8K. In the corporate world, an 8K is like a special announcement. Companies have to file these when something significant happens, something that investors would want to know about right away. It is not a regular check, in like a quarterly report, but more like an urgent bulletin. This filing is with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC. They are the folks who oversee the stock market and make sure companies are playing fair and telling investors the truth. So Talen Energy Corporation is the company we are focusing on. They are incorporated in Delaware, which is a common place for companies to be legally set up. Their main stock is traded on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the ticker symbol TLN. This tells us where you can buy and sell their shares if you are an investor. Now, let's get to the main reason for this report. Item 7.01 is about something called Regulation FD. FD stands for Fair Disclosure, and it means that when a company tells one person something important, they have to tell everyone else too. They don't want to give secret information to only a few people. On the 17th of December 2025, Talen Energy put out a press release. This press release is the core of this 8K filing. It is their official announcement about their results from that energy auction we talked about earlier, the one for the 2027 and 2028 planning year. The press release itself is included as an exhibit, which is basically an attachment to this report. So if you wanted to read the exact words Talen used, you'd look at Exhibit 99.1. This is where they are sharing their news. Now, while this filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables like a quarterly report, the information shared in the press release is what matters. The PJM-based residual auction is a really big deal for companies like Talen. It determines the revenue they can expect from their power generation capacity in future years. Imagine booking your future income way in advance. That is essentially what this auction allows them to do. The results of this auction directly impact Talen's future revenue streams. If they secured good prices and capacity for those future years, it suggests stability and predictable income. If the results were less favourable, it could mean lower expected earnings and potentially a need to adjust their overall business strategy or cost management. Since this report only says they announced results and doesn't give the numbers themselves, we know the real juice is in that press release, which we can only access through the exhibits. This points to an announcement of either positive or potentially mixed results that they felt were significant enough to flag to investors immediately. From a broader perspective, the energy market is constantly shifting. Factors like renewable energy growth, changes in demand, and government regulations all play a role. Talen Energy operates in this dynamic environment, and their performance in auctions like this is a key indicator of their competitive position and their ability to adapt. They need to balance their investments in traditional power generation with the evolving landscape of energy production. This auction result is a small but vital piece of that puzzle, showing how their current assets are valued for the near future. The last exhibit, 104, is related to something called XBRL. This is basically a digital tagging system that makes financial information easier for computers and software to read and analyze. It helps ensure that everyone is looking at the same standardized data. Finally, we have the signatures. This is where the company's authorized representatives confirm that the information in the report is accurate to the best of their knowledge. In this case, Cole Muller, the Chief Financial Officer, has signed off on this report. This is a standard part of any official filing, adding a layer of accountability. So, what is my take on this? This 8K filing is mainly an announcement holder. The real story is in the press release that Talen Energy issued. Without seeing those specific auction results, it is hard to give a definitive financial analysis. However, the very fact they issued an 8K indicates the auction results were important enough for immediate disclosure. It is likely they either secured a good chunk of future revenue, which is a strong positive, or perhaps face some challenges that investors need to be aware of right away. It seems Talen is focused on securing its future income streams through these important energy market mechanisms. Keep an eye out for that press release if you want the full scoop on just how well they did. Alright, That is our quick dive into this Talen Energy 8. What are your thoughts on how these energy auctions impact companies like Talen? Let us know in the comments if you found this breakdown helpful. Please hit that like button. It really helps us out, and subscribe for more decoding of corporate documents. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.